Sawadee Sabayee. What a lovely little temple that they have for thee. I didn't have to drive too far, to be fair. Literally drove 3 minutes down the road from the last place I was just videoing. It's a similar size. Say this one's potentially older, but unfortunately I don't read Thai. I'm sure there's probably parts of temples where maybe on these entrance these entrance points, maybe that has a date there. It'd probably be in the Thai calendar date, the Buddhist calendar date anyway, so I'd have to work that out then. But yeah, I'm sure it's fairly old, but again, it's all kind of locked up. Can you get inside? I'm saying it's old because of the weathering on the walls. They're unusual. I've not seen those before. That's an unusual wall. And the same with this construction here. Don't often see something like that. So that's unusual too. And they have got some chongs. Got one there. I'm going to play that one. Must be the bell tower. Don't see the formation stack, so this doesn't appear to be one of the temples where people come in. Don't come in if they're being cremated. Not they come in, but they don't stay for long. But yeah, it doesn't appear to be a cremation stack in here. Not that I can see. They've got some chongs, but they're the small ones. Another one there. That doesn't look like it's open. Mostly these chongs are outside, so I don't mind coming in and having a little go on these ones. They're outside, so shouldn't be disturbing anybody. Some young boy monks chilling over yonder. Now, at first, when I saw one all bashed up like this before, I thought, nah, there's no way you're going to see that massive dent, and there's no way you're going to play that. But you can. Yeah, might not be able to rub it like this anymore, but potentially might be able to still do the inside. Ally! Woof, 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 woof. And I got these wooden bells as well. I'm not going to touch them because for all I know, there might be a bloody wasp nest. This one hasn't got any wasp nests, hasn't it? I'm going to give this one a go. Yeah, pretty bashed out. My day. Nearly. Wobbling too much. Nearly. It's not easy because firstly it wobbles too much and the dents don't help. Kind of get it a little bit, but you can't really get it going properly. Not easy, that one. Let's give this one a go. Maybe do it on the inside, but maybe not. boy monks. Hello, hello. สวัสดีครับสบายดีไหมครับสบายดีไหม ครับ The rope isn't helping. Even with the big old dent in it, you can still play it. Top. I'll try again. Maybe the inside. What do you think, folks? Can you do the inside? Try again. Now it's bouncing too much on the string. That's not helping. But hey, I'm pretty impressed with my abilities to play the dented up one. Don't very much there's any more chong up there. They don't tend to put them on the higher platforms. It always seem to be on, if there are any, quite often there isn't. Yeah, they don't ordinarily put the chongs. No, it's just bells up the top. Another tiny chong here. Pardon me. Tiny chong. Should we give that one a go? This is slidey, opening. It's opening. Oh, I took my shoes off. I really forgot. I didn't really forget, I just didn't think that it was there. Yeah, give this one a go, eh? Let's take you down low. How low can you go? Yeah. There you go, folks. How's that? This is a strikey one, really, but I seem to be able to play them all. Let's give it a go. Do the Y. Rub the fingers together to get rid of all the muck. They're about, I think 2,500, 3,000 baht, or 3,500 baht, that particular style. Yeah, chop them out. Like the previous temple, it is very small. It's a very small location, but again, like every single temple, not every single temple, depending on who lives there, but temples fill such a massive role within Thailand society. You know, their social care, their, you know, counselling, their, you know, drug addiction, family planning, you know, family, you know, like liaison, I don't know what the name is, but, you know, counselling, I suppose, you know, marriage counselling, all manner of help and advice. And like a lot of temples, they have young monks, families. It is traditional that males spend some time living as a monk. That's tradition, what's kind of expected. But in some cases, especially when they're young, it's not necessarily out of choice, it's out of necessity. They're selling some stuff out the back of the truck, don't know what it is. Yeah, out of necessity, young men often find themselves living in temples, like these 3 or 4 young guys over here that were saying hello. Yeah, they fulfill a lot of roles within the local communities. They're a massive part of not just the religious aspect of things. You know, we from the West tend to look at religion as, in a sense, maybe secular of other aspects of your life. You know, I know obviously people do rely on church for a lot. You know, they rely on God. You know, as a constant in their life, as support in their life, as you know, guidance in their life. And churches do provide massive services around the world for homelessness, you know, again, marriage counselling and things like that. But you don't have so much of it, or at least not in the UK, so much of it where it's so, you know, ingrained into society. You know, your local church may be just a standalone church with little to no involvement with your local community at all. Whereas you wouldn't find that unless it was a discredited temple for whatever reason. They've brought the name, and you know, they've been up to no good basically, and they've brought the image of the temple down. Then it might not be so welcoming within the community. But providing the temple is doing good things, which most of them obviously are, you know, they're an integral part of community life. This doesn't have a cremation stack, so it's not going to be a popular temple for coming to well, ain't going to be a temple at all, but people come and bury or have their loved ones cremated because it hasn't got a cremation stack. But obviously it houses a couple of young monks, so obviously it's an orphanage in that sense. And also it is pretty picturesque, which is the only reason why that truck's parked in here with that young couple selling whatever it is that they're selling. You know, people selling ice creams and drinks and rotis and things like that will often rock up inside the temple because you know, almost guarantee someone will turn up throughout the day, so it's an opportunity to make a sale. And if you only live in a village of say like 50-60 houses, you're going to be limited, aren't you? So go to the one place in your village that has visitors and you might see some more people. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with this last little shot of the temple here. Unfortunately, there is a frame there for a chong. There's no chong on it. But yeah, beautiful temple. Like, share, subscribe for more Thailand temple content. That's a mouthful. Try and say that with your pissed.